I wanted to share a few thoughts on resilience. It's a word that comes up a lot in terms of business and particularly professional services, where because of the pressures on billing and billable hours, resilience is quite a common theme. I'm talking about personal experience because a couple of weeks ago I had a really bad fall. I slipped on a rock at the beach and landed on my jaw. You can't tell, it's wonderfully healed. I do have some potential nerve damage in my teeth, but I had a delayed reaction which resulted in a really very painful hip injury, which is going to need a lot of time to recover. So I've had time to think, I've not been able to work properly, and I thought about how my own resilience is and what I could learn from this experience. And those who know me well will know that I had chronic fatigue syndrome, or ME, several years ago, which meant I had to give up work and spend a couple of years pretty much sleeping most of the time, as Ian, my husband, will testify. And that period of time was where I really learnt about my own coping mechanisms and I suppose what is known as resilience. But what does that mean for anyone else? Well, I suppose reflecting on this recent challenge, where I feel I've been fortunate is that I have a really good base level of fitness and health. So from a physical perspective, I feel that my body's in a decent enough shape that if anything like this does happen, that it's a good base to start with. So good nutrition, make sure I get lots of sleep. I do yoga regularly, which I'm really missing at the moment. And just generally thinking about getting as many nutrients as I can and keeping a good balanced real food diet. The yoga also helps me in terms of mindset, keeping calm, de-stressing. So whereas before I had my ME, chronic fatigue, I had a very high stress level the whole time. I think I lived in fight or flight. I'm now in a state where if something stressful like this happens, I'm okay because my baseline is relatively low stress and relatively calm, and that's a lot to do with the yoga, which is meditative and is taking time out and not trying to do too much in my day. I've also found that being honest with people has helped. Being honest with clients and candidates who have been absolutely lovely has really helped. Just being honest about not being able to do what I would normally do. And then having my cheer squad, my A team around me, and that consists of friends, family, colleagues, people who've helped an awful lot, and I hope they know I will help them in return. People who I can FaceTime, WhatsApp, moan, groan, just having a solid base of people with whom I've built up strong enough relationships with that it's okay if I can't do stuff. So resilience experts would probably say there's a multitude of other things involved, but they were my, I suppose, observations. So keeping healthy, keeping strong, keeping relaxed and stress-free where possible, having a really good support team around, and being honest. And I hope to be back to full health soon. Thank you to everybody who has been so helpful and sent me positive messages and positive vibes. I'm back in the office tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to.